texting me on Instagram. How am I supposed to reply you when your page is on private? What if you're a fraudster? Will you be my girlfriend? So the worst thing someone can ever do is to ghost me. That was the first time we were ever seeing in person. You can't. Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours. Hey besties! Welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing this beautiful face for the first time, welcome in and welcome to the gang. Please don't make it your last. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to do that and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So my loves, as you guys can tell, I had my hair done. You guys, if you know, I'm a braids girl. Yeah, I tried to come on here and show you guys what it looks like. Then let's have a second to appreciate my hair. And yeah, I also had my nails done too. I don't know if you guys can see it, but let's get into how pretty I look today. But welcome to another video. As you guys can tell from the title of this video, it's another story time. Like another story time. We're here to sit, talk, and get to see. 2020 was crazy, let's not lie. Crazy. There was COVID, my school was on strike, I was at home lonely, business was not going, nothing was going on. It was as good as existing. And every morning we wake up to bad news, we wake up to how these people died, how this person jumped off a building, you know, stories, sad story. I feel like that year was terrible year for everybody. Some people it was good for them financially, some people it wasn't. A lot of things were going on for me at the same time. But let me get right to the beginning of the story. Let's go to the very beginning. Okay, so besties, prior to 2020, I was in a relationship. I think I was in a relationship. I don't know. I'm saying I think because a lot of weird things happened after that relationship. So I think I was in a relationship with a guy. Yeah, we are friends for a really long time. Like, he was my friend, we have known each other for a really long time, then we got into a relationship, and then, you know, so then when towards 2020 the relationship was like this. It was now doing, you know, when that relationship is at that stage, you already know this boat is about to sink. So I had to leave school, like Oka, that's where I school. I had to leave Oka and go stay with my grandma because my parents were kind of not around. My parents are always traveling, so I had to go stay with my grandma in another city with my siblings. There was basically nothing to look forward to each day. I'm really not the type to like open my Instagram DMs. I don't know, like I don't know. So most times what I do, instead of me to read my DMs, if the requests are too much and I don't have time to read through it, what I'll do is I'll go and delete all requests. Like, I know it's not good because it's like you never really know who you could see on Instagram. You could meet your husband, you could meet your destiny helper. But for me, I didn't see my Instagram as that kind of place, do you get? So I really do not open my requests. So even when I open it, I just, you know, reply few and delete the rest. That's so strange enough. One very day I said, okay, let me even go and check what is going on in my Instagram DM request. So I went to my Instagram DM request and opened it. Yeah, I opened it. So I replied this boy, one guy, and then it turns out that he was in the same city as I was, like in my school. Like, I school in Oka, Unizik. So he was in the same city. He was in Oka then, like during the COVID. I was not in Oka, as I already mentioned. I went to stay with my grandma. So while all of this was going on, I replied him, and then we got talking. You know, the conversation was going smoothly. And me, I'm the kind of person, if I check your requests, I'll go to your profile to see what your profile looks like. If it looks like what I like, I would reply. Texting me on Instagram. How am I supposed to reply you when your page is on private? What if you're a fraudster? What if you're a Tinder swindler? I think I went to his profile. It looked like what I liked, though he didn't really have a lot of, funny enough, he didn't have a lot of posts. He had just like, I think 2-3 posts, I can't remember, but he didn't have a lot of those posts. So I replied him, and then, you know, we got talking. Let's call him John. We're going to call him John. So I and John got talking. We are talking for a while. So we moved the conversation from Instagram to WhatsApp. You guys know, once the conversation leaves Instagram and goes to WhatsApp, you guys become status viewers. But funny enough, it didn't happen this time. Yeah, it didn't happen. So I think that moving the conversation from Instagram to WhatsApp actually, you know, elevated it. It kind of made you feel, I think it kind of makes you feel closer to the person, because even though me, my WhatsApp, I basically use it to, you know, talk to my clients and all of that, but as at then, I wasn't really doing business because of the lockdown, so I couldn't, you know, do deliveries, do business, since I run an online business. And I think coming to WhatsApp, it kind of made us get a little bit closer, and you know, one thing led to another. You know, the funny thing then, I think what wakes me up every morning was usually a call from him or a video call from him. You know, he oh my god, he usually, then he used to send me like early morning messages or good night messages, maybe once in 2 days. You know, he was kind of like consistent, but the thing we always had was phone call. We always had phone calls, literally spoke every single day. And if I remember correctly, one very day we were playing this game on WhatsApp. It was a 100-question game where you pick a number and then you answer whatever question the number is attached to. He now picked a question that said, will you be my girlfriend? So he asked me if I would be his girlfriend. I did not know what to reply then, because I was like, I've never seen you in person, we've never seen each other in person. I don't think I expressly said yes, and I don't think I expressly said no either. It was, and for me, I was like, we don't know when this pandemic would come to an end, so what's this of getting into a relationship? You don't know if you would ever see this person. Probably towards May, when the pandemic is down, like, I then left my grandma's house for a bit, I think for a week or two, and came to Oka to stay. I didn't tell him I was coming to Oka because I had business to do. And as at then, you guys remember that I said there was still this guy, that the relationship was like this. I got done with what I was doing earlier than I expected. So I was like, hi, I'm in Oka. He was like, oh, cool. He was so excited to see me. I was excited to see him too. So he came over to my house. That was the first time we were ever seeing in person. He picked me up and then we went over to his house. I spent the night in his house. I left the next day though. So that was the kind of certainty that seeing him and him seeing me gave us. So we are kind of like certain, okay, we're in a relationship now. And I went back to my grandma's house. We were still enjoying the butterfly stage. One day, I tried reaching him, but I couldn't reach him. I felt like he disappeared on me. In my head, he disappeared on me for a couple of weeks. So I was like, obviously, you cannot be in a relationship with someone who doesn't speak to you for over 3 to 4 weeks. So all of a sudden, he called me one day. I was in Oka that day. He now suddenly called me. And then I answered. And then he was like, how am I? You know, he just acted like, I was not like, why are you acting like we're good when we obviously know that we're not good? He went on and said, saying that, that's how he lost contact, that his phone spoiled, he got robbed. You know, it just didn't make sense to me, because the way he was telling the story, it didn't seem plausible. So it was just stories that touched. I had already left that relationship, and you guys remember the guy I told you that the relationship was going like this. So I think we got back together. The first guy, we got back together, and then we were trying to rekindle what we lost. I guess that's the word. If you disappear on me, I will return the favor, because I'm very petty. The worst thing someone can ever do is to ghost me. I will ghost you, ghost your family, ghost your first generation, third generation, and your extended family members. Now this, I'll ghost you back. And once I ghost you, I'm the only person that has the right to unghost you. So until I say I'm tired of ghosting you back, don't text me. The first guy that the relationship was, after everything, we had to separate, because I found out that he got a new girlfriend. I don't even know. I found out that he had someone in his life. So I just packed my bag and left. Fast forward to 2021 or 2022. Was it 2021? John kept trying to reach me, text me, you know, trying to get back together. But I was kind of like reluctant, because I had said I had someone I was with as at then. But it turns out that the person I was with had someone else. So I can't really remember. I now suddenly texted John, and then when I was like, okay, it's fine, I understand, I forgive you, we're cool, let's just move on with our lives. So he was not like that. Is it possible that we would get back together? I was not like, I wasn't sure if you could ever do that, because it's like, I felt like if you could disappear on me, you could do it again. But that was actually how I felt about it. So I think he was born on March I can't really remember. He now texted me. I was like, hey, today is my birthday. I was like, oh my god, it's true, because I actually forgot his birthday. I would have been the first birthday we celebrate together, but we are not together. I just, you know, told him happy birthday, because for what it's worth, it's not like he didn't really do me dirty. Up to today, I don't know if his story was true or false. One day we arranged to see each other again, and this was making it the second time we're going to see each other, because like I said, the first time was during COVID, and after then this time around, when we saw each other, we talked about what happened, and he now explained to me that he really got robbed. Seeing him again a year later, and then he was saying the same thing that he said, and the way he said it kind of made me think, oh, probably he might be saying the truth. He might have really gotten robbed. So we talked about everything that happened. Then we also talked about getting back together. He asked me if I had anybody in my life at that day. I said no. Then he said that he had someone he was friends with benefit with. He said that I was the reason why he had to go meet that girl, because while I didn't want to take him back, that he hurt his feelings, so he had to, you know, meet someone else. He met another girl who her feelings was hurt by her boyfriend, so they decided to, you know, be each other's benefits. If we're going to get back together, you have to break up whatever it is you have with this girl. And then he's like that, yeah, that he has to take time and explain to the girl and da. I'm like, you claim that you guys are just friends with benefits, and you cannot just tell her that you don't want to do again, that you suddenly have a new girlfriend. I mean, it's just benefits. I don't feel like any explanation is needed. Besides, she wasn't your girlfriend. That's if he wasn't, maybe he was lying or something. I was like, does this girl like you, or do you like her? He was like, no, he doesn't like her. That girl likes him. The girl told him da. That baggage was not something I could deal with. That was not something I want for myself. I don't want drama. I hate drama. I don't have strength. I'm too pretty to be in that kind of situation. I couldn't deal with that, really. That wasn't what I wanted for myself as at then. So we just didn't end up together. Even though I sometimes feel like I was too hard on him, I should have just given him a chance again. I also feel like the story just didn't make sense to me. Like, my head couldn't take it. My head couldn't believe that, like, you know, everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why we didn't end up together. There's a reason why, you know, we stopped talking when we stopped talking. I feel like things happen because they are supposed to happen. If we were supposed to get back together, that time both of us were trying to get back together, we would have gotten back together. But since we couldn't get back together, there was a reason we definitely couldn't get back together. Sometimes when you feel like, oh, I really want to get back together with this person, and then when you guys are trying to get back together and you realize, oh, it's not working, I feel like you should just let it be. There's a reason why that is happening. There's a reason why you guys can't be together. You just take a chill pill. If it's not working, it's not working. And today, I don't regret not letting that relationship work. I don't regret it. I feel like it happened, it didn't work because it wasn't supposed to work. And today, John and I, we still talk. I feel like we are casual friends. I don't have any ill feelings towards him, and he doesn't have any ill feelings towards me. That was a passing feeling I had for someone at a certain time of my life. That person wasn't really staying in your life for that long, and just because you guys didn't end up where both of you wanted it to end up means that you guys are done for. No. As of today, we still talk. We casually exchange pleasantries. I can't necessarily say that we are friends, but we are not enemies. And I honestly do not have any romantic feelings towards him anymore, and I don't know if he has. I've never really asked him. So yeah, I think so. Besties, that brings us to the end of today's story time. Let me know if you've had similar experiences like this. I feel like there is always this one person that we had in our lives at a certain time. I feel like he's someone that you could maybe reach out to, when one of those people you know you could reach out to once in a while and check up on them and see how they're doing. I always tell you guys what is going on with me, and it's as if these stories are one side. Let me know what it is you guys are going through. Let me know if you're going through the same things too. You know, we are girls in Nigeria, so maybe we could probably have the same stories. I mean, we are in our 20s. Crazy things happen in our 20s. Besties, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you haven't enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to do that, comment, subscribe, yeah, and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in my next video, same time next week. Bye. Bye.
Baby, read the fine print. I've got baggage and it's all Gucci. Don't get too attached to me. Everybody act like the answer. One love like in the movies. Wasting precious time assuming